One lovely evening in Bogota, Jai and I were walking around after dinner when suddenly we spotted something that looked like a holiday fair. Out of sheer curiosity and the ever-growing hunger for content, we decided to go check it out. So we made our way through the pink floral gates, completely unaware of how our lives would forever be changed. No idea what this is. Whatever it is, it's a party.
Oh, wow.
What the hell is this? We were walking down to the kebab place and we saw this park filled with pop-up shops and tons of people and decorations. And we were not expecting this, and we figured we'd better go in and take a look. Oh, there's a ninja stand. We could get a blender. After a few minutes of that, we found ourselves to be a little overwhelmed by the onslaught of consumerism and decided a beverage would really help out. Yeah, a beverage would be great.
Yeah, you can walk around with beverage. That would make this.
That would make this. I need to be drunk for this. We walked a little bit farther and suddenly we found ourselves in a little food court wonderland. Hola, buenas noches. Oh, meats. After casing the joint for some booze, we decided to get in line for a few glasses of vino. I don't feel like such a jerk doing this because I feel like, isn't everyone doing something like this? Shouldn't everybody be doing something like this? Why is the 38-year-old man the one vlogging and all these young children aren't?
We got a menu here, love.
Hey, look at that hanging meat. I've seen so much hanging meat before. It was there we were greeted by this very informative young woman who served us a lot more than wine that night. English.
How are you?
Very good.
Where are you from?
Estados Unidos. What is this?
So we have a lot of new brands born every day. So we have two big kind of this, ferias, I don't know how to say it. It's well, this one is EVA and we have another called Bazaar. So 3 times a year in this place, EVA opens this space, another small place right 1 block away and another one in the corner right there.
Okay.
So these are small businesses that come here, pay, and we sell for 1 weekend or 2 weekends. It depends on what you pay for.
Is this the first weekend or the second weekend?
This is the first weekend.
Okay.
We will be here this weekend and the next weekend. Normally, next weekend for us is Mother's Day. So it's important weekend for the businesses.
Cool. It's a celebration of small entrepreneur businesses.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow, we stumbled upon a good
So
thing.
it's nice because every year, we have brands that are I don't know, come every year, but we have new brands every year. So
Cool.
it's wonderful. Yeah, it's nice. Every kind of brand, clothing, shoes, I don't know, things for your hair, shampoos and things like that. You will have everything, candles, whatever. We have this part, the next one, and the next one. This side is almost everything food. The one in the corner right there is home, so it's all about furniture and things like that. And in there you have a little small place with food and a lot of brands, multiple things.
Wow.
Why do you think that Colombia has such an entrepreneurial spirit?
I don't know, I think that at universities, most millennials were taught to develop new things.
That's true.
And I think that Colombia had the opportunity of growing when Venezuela started going down, or Argentina started going up. So we started emerging in a lot of aspects, and having the top part of South America gave us a position that developed a lot of internal economy.
Cool.
So actually we are for example, I don't know, big enterprises like Sony Music, Warner, La Chapelle, things like that, stay in Colombia and from Colombia manage everything South America. So actually we don't have the best political situation right now, but internally we have a very cool market and things like that.
Yeah.
So most of people who see here, we are millennials. Then we have the centennials that decided to work for millennials. It's fun. Like when you talk with a centennial and tell them, okay, what do you want to be when you grow up? They always tell like, I want to go and work for a small business. And millennials are the ones that started all this. So it's like a, I don't know, like a very economical thing for us. It's not easy, but actually there's a lot of countries in which we are having a lot of fame. For example, Spain, we export a lot, we know, but a lot of these businesses go to Spain and sell. And for us it's good because we have a very devaluated currency. And going into countries like the United States, that we have a lot of convenience with no trade, tax-free and things like that, it's cool for us. So these little businesses have a lot of I don't know, like advantages to go into big countries. So I think that's why people decided to go into this kind of business, so we can export and we have like a very more stable economy in those countries and bring it here. So actually, I think that's like the thing that people decided to go into this business.
That's really cool. Thanks for explaining. That was a lot. Do you ever feel like you're in a video game and if you just talk to the right people, you'll be rewarded with a wealth of information? That's kind of how it felt that night. And honestly, that's just sort of how life feels all the time. After our lengthy EVA history lesson, we decided to continue exploring the fairgrounds. We soon discovered just how much of the food courts were dedicated to desserts. Thought I smelled weed around here.
More desserts.
This is just like the kingdom of desserts.
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's just dessert kingdom. Cakes. Everything's so delicious looking. More cookies. We continued along the path, drinks in hand, past the designer pajama pants and avant-garde eyeball jewelry, when suddenly Jai caught the scent of a vintage clothing store. Before I knew it, she was gone and I was left to entertain myself. All right, Jai left me to go check out clothing. Of course. She left me with her empty wine glass. I went to a clothing store. So I feel kind of silly because there was in one of the little dessert villages within Dessert Kingdom, this girl was handing out bites of yogurt, but it was really strange the way she presented it and like the little stick that it was on. It really seemed like she wanted to feed me it, and she's like, "It's for you," and she's like holding it at me, and I'm like, "Okay." So I reached down there and she was like, "No," and I was like, "Oh, is it the whole cup for me?" It's like drippy, melty yogurt. And I'm like, "Do I get the whole cup?" She's like, "No, just take one." I'm like, "Are you feeding it to me?" And she says, "No." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I only had like a beer and a little bit of hot wine. I can't believe that I thought she was trying to..." It wasn't just me though. Jai also thought she wanted to feed me. And I was gonna let her, because my hands are full. I'm holding desserts in one hand, and I was holding hot wine in another hand. So I thought she was doing me a solid by feeding me yogurt like a baby bird. All right? Like, wouldn't you do a solid favor to a man who's hungry for yogurt, but whose hands are full of things? Yeah, you just feed him like a baby bird. More than anything, Colombians love to shop and they love desserts. If I've learned anything in my time in Bogota, it's those two things. I don't know how far away I should wander because my wife's in a shop, and if I wander away too far, she will be lost. And I can't have that happen. I can't be losing my wife. but there's so many things to check out. Maybe I should just wander like a little bit away. I don't know what I'm gonna look for. I'm not gonna buy any of these things. Really, the only thing that I would get would be some more treats, which I don't need. The Samsung booth is slinging cappuccinos over there. I don't know why. I don't need one. I should get one. I don't need one. What the hell am I looking at here? Is this an optical illusion? Is this art? What is happening? The sickest in TV art technology. Which one's the painting and which one's the television? You'll never know. I don't know. That one's the TV. That one is actually the TV. They also really love coffee here, which makes a lot of sense. I just kind of, I get the feeling Colombians love their stimulants, you know what I mean? 7:20, I shouldn't have more caffeine, no way, that's not gonna be good news. I wanted to go into the pretty phone booth, but all the other ladies wanted to go into the pretty phone booth. I let them have it, I don't need it. When is my turn? I want to go into the pretty phone booth. When's it gonna be my time? There's another pretty phone booth, but it's filled with ladies too. There's no way she's still shopping in there. It's such a small store. I get it now. Now I understand why she went in there. It's right there. Not you. The young man came up and asked me a question, but the only part of the question that I could understand was that he wanted to ask me a question. I felt a raindrop, either that or a bird shit on me. Oh, thank God it was a raindrop. You want to explain what you got in that shop? You're in there for a while.
Wouldn't you guess that I got brown things?
Do tell.
One is like this really soft leather maxi dark brown skirt.
Okay.
Very into maxi skirts right now.
All right.
The other one is kind of like this slightly cropped, oversized, chic, black and brown light jacket.
All right.
And what they do is they import from Italy and Spain and just curate. They're just like curators.
Oh, nice.
Very cool, unique stuff that they had in there. And it checked all of the boxes.
Plus it was like
what I looked for.
30% off, right?
It was. There was one coat I did not get that I almost got, but it was not 30% off, so I refrained myself.
What was the total?
The total
Quanto es total?
was like 160.
160 American?
Yes, so more than I ought to have spent.
What do you think that something like that would have been in the States?
Hundreds.
Because I feel like one of those articles would have been
absolutely
$100
yeah.
or more. And that's about the time that my phone died. Turns out that vlogging consumes a lot more battery than I thought. And that was it. That's how we ended up at Feria EVA one night. If you like shopping and desserts half as much as the Colombians do, and you're ever in Bogota, I suggest you go check it out. It happens 3 times a year. I think the next one is happening in September, and it's a blast. Well, I guess I wouldn't say it's a blast. That is it for this one. Remember, you can hit the like button if you wish. Please tell your aunt that she can subscribe. Oh, there's a dog. We got dogs. There's always a dog. There's always a dog. Every time there's always a dog or a child.